is the correct.
Well, you know what it means, NEU.
I think it's new.
In English it's new, yeah.
Yes.
And I mean, that is certainly one aspect. After we finished with Kraftwerk, what do? We do something new. So, no? But also at the same time, this word "neu" is very much used in German advertising. Nearly any product you see on TV or in papers is somehow also connected with this word "neu", which means new. Always new. So, and yeah, then looking more from the artist point of view, so I mean this "neu" very much used in advertisement. For instance, at that time I also had an advertising agency, even if more on the paper. It was called Creative Family at that time, and we were living there also in this place, and the other people living there, which was kind of commune. It was called at that time, or WG nowadays. They were all really busy in advertising agencies, so I was always very close to this flair also, so this "neu", and also, yeah, styling-wise, yeah, also quite logical for me, so this to choose this word, and also a bit like last-minute chaotic situation. How is it? Yeah, it's called "neu", and then pin it down on the paper, and that's it. So. Yeah, so also a bit like the NEU records were made, so quite spontaneous also in a way, although it certainly developed over a quite long period, but then broke out suddenly, so in the right situation, and catched the this situation.
Okay.
Could you understand that?
Yes, I
Sometimes I a bit dream away or so. Yeah, good question. I mean, I try to describe this, let's say, normal studio situation as two people who are not so good friends somehow, meeting in a studio together with Conny Plank, and trying to find out, to make a certain kind of statement. So what can everybody offer, or where we want to go. So, and in principle, this always also during this quite short period of time, quite logically and naturally developed. Even if often it, let's say, the outcome or the individual contributions were quite hard disputed. So, although not everybody liked everything. So, for instance, the second side of the second NEU album, which was in principle just one idea which solved the economic problems we had, because we didn't have any money to finish the second side. So. But and I had this idea. Okay, we fiddle a bit around with this single, which we made several months earlier, and nobody was interested. The record company released, but totally nothing happened. So make use of this and fiddle around with it, and within a few hours, this second side of the second NEU album was finished. But also 30 years later, so it seems to be one of the big, inventions of that time. So some people talk about the first remix or something like this. Also, I don't want to over-exaggerate this. So it was just what artists sometimes got to do. So you a problem comes up and you solve problems. So what can you do if the money is finished? And you got 5 or 6 hours, so and so we did that, and it functioned in a way. So, and also, I think it had to be done this way. So, was where somebody had to do it sooner or later, and so in this case, that was done with the second NEU. And
but in the 70s, I can imagine that it was a very strange idea to take the same tracks and make a sort of collage with it.
mean, nobody was really enthusiastic about it. Also the critics, nobody liked it. So like everybody said, I can't do things like this. But that was 35 years ago, and I think in the meantime that is not disputed anymore. So.